Okay, so we just got back from the embassy. Bonjour. We went down, we made an appointment to go down and get Bella's citizenship, her American citizenship. Because if you look online, as an American, me being American, my child, it doesn't matter where they're born, whatever, she's American. So you have to pay a $100 fee, and then you got to fill out a form, just saying that you take, because I'm Michelle and I are not married, so they have to fill out a form that says I'm going to be financially responsible for Bella, which they say I don't need to fill out now because I'm present with her. So and that, if you look online, that's the only stipulation, is that I'm American, she's American. So I go down now. For years and years and years, I have not had a residence. I've not had a car. I've not had I sold my motorcycle a while back. I only have a mailing address in America, and they're telling me that I have to basically prove that I'm American, that I've lived in the States. I think for more than 5 years. I don't know how to prove that. Like he's telling me, okay, you got to give me all the dates that you've ever left the country. I don't know what that has to do with Bella's citizenship. She's born to an American. So, also, the embassy website is down. It was down for maintenance today, so I couldn't upload any documents. And they wanted me, and also I paid. Before the appointment, they said you got to make the payment before the appointment. So I made the payment before the appointment, but it was only 2 days before the appointment, and it takes 3 business days for them. Even though I had printed proof that I had made my payment for the counselor of birth abroad. They had that in hand, but the guy said he couldn't even look in my file because the payment wasn't posted yet, even though it was posted on my credit card and I had the printout that was posted. Okay, no big deal. But every time I try to upload a document, I get errors on the website, so I couldn't upload half the documents. And then they wanted me. Then he's saying that I have to document every time I've left the United States. Well, I mean, over the years, I left the United States many times. I don't, I got to put the dates. I don't know how I would remember those dates. Like, I was in the military. I went to Korea. I went to Saudi Arabia. I went to Iraq. I went to Europe before. I've been to Trinidad and Tobago. I've flown around. I don't remember those dates. And then they're telling me I have to have proof of an address in the States. I don't have an address in the States. And then you have to have, what was the proof he said he needed? I have to have like utility bills. I don't have that. Like, I don't own a home. I was homeless for a little while in America, so I don't have records of this stuff. So it's not that your child is, you have to, not only with your passport and my birth certificate and my military record, even with all of those documents, somehow I still have to prove that I'm American. I'm sitting in the American embassy, looking at this guy. He's looking at my passport, looking at my official documents. I even have real ID. So I have all these IDs, and I still am getting kicked back saying, you got to prove you. I don't understand it. This is where the bureaucracy gets ridiculous. Look, all these people from the Mexican border, all these immigrants can just come on in. Hey, come on in. And then when an American, who is an American citizen, I'm ranting right now, but I'm just at a loss. I mean, because I told the guy, I said, I don't have those documents. He just looked at me like, yeah, you have to have those documents. What? And there's nobody. It's not like. See, this is the thing. You can't argue with the system. You can't argue with, well, my system says I gotta have this. If you don't have it, well, what? So, it's almost like they don't want to make her an American, even though she's my flesh and blood. They don't want to make her a citizen. It's not him. It's just a guy at a counter, which I understand that the paperwork. He's got to pre-screen everything. He's got to take, because I had to say I was married. I had to bring my divorce paper. But these are all the stuff they're asking me for. Most of it I don't have. I just have my birth certificate, my military record, all these things. Why isn't that enough? I'm not. That's a rhetorical question. But see, it's funny how when you're an American and you're not an illegal alien. This is what I'm saying. I don't understand why they make it so difficult for an American. There's no question. I don't even know. You can't even. It's almost so stupid. You can't even argue with it. Like you can't argue with a system. Just like you say, oh well, now I have to make another appointment. So this is appointment number 2. So they're just going to make it as difficult as I mean, I don't understand how it's, well, okay, here's your passport. Okay, that should be it. I'm American. I was born in America. I have lived there my whole life. How do I prove any more than that? Because I have to have a house and an electric bill. So an electric bill or a car registration is more important. An electric bill and a something that's going to a residence in America is somehow more important than a passport, than my official documents, than my military record. Somehow that trumps all that. And I'm not even exaggerating. This is, I don't even know. It's a little bit depressing. I know that I'm going to have to stay the course. I'm just going to have to keep dogging at it. And keep, maybe I'll have to go there 3, 4, 5 times because I'm not going to give up. She's a citizen. I mean, I'm not just going to forgo her citizenship. That's not going to happen. I mean, I don't know what the next step is. Maybe, and if I don't have those documents, I got to hire an attorney. I mean, I don't know what that would do. I'm not in America, so and I've been here for how long have I been here? 2.5 years. So this is the American bureaucracy at work. All this red tape that I know that anybody that was beyond this guy could probably just waive it, or okay, they can just approve it. I know that's what's going to happen. They're going to put me through all this document gathering. I'm going to give copies of everything I have, and then I'm going to go in there and say, okay, this is what I have, and they're going to look at me. Well, where's your electric bill? So I see now that this is going, just to get my daughter her citizenship, is going to be a fight it doesn't make any sense. So this is why I really I see the immigration issues in America, and then you got all these illegal immigrants all in the country, and then when an American has a real citizen, is a citizen, and then can't even get documents and get his kids, documented as Americans, when she's clearly my daughter. I mean, I don't know why they just don't ask me for a DNA test. I mean, I meet the requirements. I am a citizen. Anyway, so I'm just repeating myself. So this is going to be very interesting, and it's going to be a big headache. Are you American? You don't know yet. So anyway, that's it.